Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I've seen many of these videos going around on BookTube, and I'm going to do a tier ranking video of the Hunger Games characters in preparation for the new prequel novel that will be coming out soon. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen of what I'm doing on the tier ranking list, and as you can see, I will be down here in the bottom corner, so you can still see my reaction as I go through, and we just list these people in the ranking I think they deserve. Also, I want you guys to comment down in the comments below and say what you think. If some of my rankings are not right and you have differing rankings, let me know. Let's see where we line up on the different Hunger Games characters. So as you can see on my list that I have here, I have 6 different rankings. So the top ranking is I Volunteer, and this is the one where I would put everybody as my favorite characters or people that I think would go into the games volunteering to protect those that they love. Basically just like the most badass characters are going in here. Then we have Love That Character. They're just not as high up a tier, but we still really like that character. And then we have a more neutral, cool level where they didn't do anything to piss us off, but they're not really great either. They're just in the middle. Then we have an okay, and this is, they may have done 1 or 2 things to piss us off, but they're not horrible characters. Then we just have irrelevant, and those are characters that we don't care about at all. They didn't really do anything to have us have an opinion about them. And then the bottom ranking, which is my favorite, and I put this one, is Into the Games You Go. And that is because these characters are the ones that we believe should be in the games because they're that awful of a person. So, without further ado, let's do this. So as you can see, first up we have Annie. Now, Annie's amazing. Annie, we hardly get to see her as a character, but in the books gives you so much more about Annie, and I don't know. She's just, Annie comes in a pair with Finnick, so Finnick is like my number 1. So, and he loves Annie, so I'm gonna put Annie in cool, because she's like a neutral character, but she survived the games once. It may have made her go a little nuts, but she's still alive, she's still kicking, and she's Finnick's sweetheart. Like, I can't say anything bad about her. Okay, then we have Cinna, and Cinna's that defiant character that is just like helping Katniss throughout the whole series. Well, for most of the series that he's in, he's helping her out and just trying to help her defy the system in very like little subtle ways, and I loved that about him. So I'm gonna put him in love because I think he deserves that love for being part of this revolution in the subtlest way possible, but then also not the subtlest way possible. I really liked him, and I think that Lenny Kravitz was actually a really good choice for him as the character in the movies. Then we have Effie, and Effie is... Effie? She's like a love to hate character. Like I like her, but I find her very annoying. So I don't know. She's a hard one to place. She's not horrible, so I'm not gonna like throw her into the games or anything. But for me, I just find Effie just okay. So I'm gonna put her in the okay. Ooh, okay, now we have Beetee, and Beetee is such like a tinkerer, and he's so smart, and honestly, they wouldn't have even gotten as far as they did in the second book without Beetee. He was a crucial part to that. You don't get to know very much about him until like the second and third book. I'm gonna put him in cool, because he's just like, he's there, he helped out, but like he's not a crucial character for me. So he's just gonna go there. And then we got this guy. I don't even remember who this guy is. Okay, so apparently this guy played a character named Ellie, and I'm pretty sure he's like one of the guys in Mockingjay that's like helping Katniss get back into the capital. So I don't know, I'm gonna put him as irrelevant because I don't really remember much about this character. It may just be because I haven't watched Mockingjay that much, but I don't really remember him that much as a character in the series either. So I'm just gonna put him as irrelevant because I don't know much about him. And then we have Caesar. Caesar, he's just like, I don't know, he's all over the place. He's like super flamboyant, super exciting, a great presenter. But he's definitely a middle tier. I'm just trying to decide which middle tier he is. I think I'll probably say he's just okay. He's like Effie level. As you can see, there's a trend. These capital characters are getting put in just okay. Ooh, then we have Cato. Now, Cato was a fun first book character. I really liked the power struggle between him and Katniss in the Hunger Games. It wasn't exactly a struggle, but he was like their little gang leader. Yeah, I don't know about Cato. I don't know, because like, he's okay. And he was definitely crucial to the first book because they needed that asshole character. So there he is. He did kill that one little curly-haired kid though at the cornucopia in the very beginning. I remember that scene. That kid looked terrified. I don't know. I think Cato, I'll just put him in okay. He's alright. Like, I didn't really have anything wrong with this character other than that he was a murderous 17 or 18-year-old, but still, that's fine. I mean, all these kids have to do it to survive, so. Then we have this character, I can't remember her name, but I know she was in the third movie, and she's the one that's kind of in one of the districts as like their leader. I don't remember her name though. I'm gonna put her as irrelevant because I honestly, like, I can't remember. Ooh, Cressida. Okay, so I like Cressida because, well, first of all, I just like Natalie Dormer. I love her as a character, but I liked Cressida because she was trying to help Katniss rework her story and use the advantage of media to show Katniss in a light that was going to bring more people into the revolution. I think Cressida was a very important role, and I think she did a lot of work to make that happen for Katniss and the revolution. So I definitely will put her up in love because I think she deserves the love for all the hard work she put in there. Oh, now we have my favorite. This is going to be our first I volunteer, and that's Finnick. Finnick is like, oh, Finnick is my character. When I read that scene in the book in Mockingjay, Suzanne Collins crushed my heart. I really like Finnick. He just, like, I don't know, there's something about his character that you can't not like. And oh my god, when he's like carrying Megs in the second one and he's just like looking out for her, and the way he is around Annie, it's just, oh, it's beautiful. Finnick is like, I stand Finnick 100%. And then we go from Finnick to Gale. Now, Gale, I don't, like, I understand Gale, and I understand why he's like doing the things he does, but honestly, if it wasn't for Gale, then Mockingjay would not have ended the way it did, and we could have had some other characters still living. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really resonate with Gale that much. I'm just gonna put him in okay, because I don't know, doesn't really matter to me. Now we got Katniss. I feel like this is obvious where Katniss is gonna go, but she's definitely an I volunteer. And you know why? Because she did volunteer as tribute. Katniss was like the OG. She did it. So we're gonna put her in the top rank. And she deserves it. Like the amount of crap that she went through, she deserves to be up there. And we have Joanna, and Joanna is just like a straight up badass. She is so much fun, and like every line she has in the movie, I loved it. I loved like any scene Joanna showed up in. She's just great. She has such a like good attitude about it, and you can tell that she's really pissed that she keeps getting put into these Hunger Games. And she just like, yeah, she's a character that I know like if it was in real life, we would be friends because I would be drawn to her badass attitude. So I'm gonna put Joanna in the I Volunteer. And we have Marvell, and we all know what Marvell did to another character that is a darling to us. So we're gonna put Marvell in Into the Games You Go because he deserves to be there. And then we have Peeta. Now, Peeta, I actually don't mind Peeta. I know a lot of people are like kind of torn with the whole like love triangle between Gale, Katniss, and Peeta, but like I think Peeta went through all of this with her, and I think he deserves to be up in the higher ranks. I would give Peeta a love because like he deserves it. He went through a lot. He freaking got brainwashed, for God's sakes. Like this guy has done a lot, and he actually has saved Katniss countless times as well. So they worked well together, and yeah, I just think he should go there. Then next up is the mom. She is very irrelevant to me. I also like I kind of want to throw her into the games just because, but I don't know. Like she was there as a character, but like I just found her as kind of like a pointless character. But I guess it wasn't a pointless character because it proved how strong Katniss is, since she's had to take care of their family since her father died. So I guess I'll put her as irrelevant. I don't find that she doesn't deserve to go into the games, but like other than just being there, she didn't do very much. Next up we have Plutarch Heavensby, and if you think about it, he's pretty badass because he's in the capital and he's managed to infiltrate to get into the head of games, and then orchestrates this whole thing to get Katniss out of the games and back to District 13. Like that is pretty badass. I'm gonna say he's an I Volunteer. Like he's way up there because he did a lot of work behind the scenes, even had Katniss convinced that he was a bad guy, and played everybody like a puppet. He did an amazing job, so like he deserves to be up there. Also, rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman. This was actually the role that he was playing when he passed away, so to have that as a last role, I think that's very honorable because he did a really good job in his role. And yeah, we miss you, Philip. Then we have President Alma Coin, and we all know she's a B word. She's the evilest. We're gonna throw her into the games because she's pretty much being a President Snow, except not President Snow. She's just as dirty as President Snow, but she has the air of like someone else trying to help the revolution, but really she's just trying to start it all over again with her in power. So she deserves to be thrown into the games. Oh my god. Megs gets an instant I Volunteer because she was like, oh my god, my heart. The fact that Megs just like gave up her life for Finnick and the rest of them was so honorable, and like she knew that she lived a long time, and she like went through all of this, and when she just like put a little kiss on Finnick, my heart broke. Megs, that scene gets everybody. Oh my god. But yeah, I love Megs. And when she's like in the training part and her and Katniss are like talking and she's showing her like fishing lures and stuff like that. Oh my god. Yeah, Megs automatically gets top tier because she's Megs. As well as the next character we have, she also gets top tier, and that's Rue because she stole everybody's heart in the first movie, in the first book. Oh my god. She was like, she was the best character, and that scene in the second movie when Katniss is going through the tours and she sees Rue's family all together and starts apologizing to them even though she's not supposed to do that. That scene like breaks my heart every time, and I actually get teary-eyed when I watch that. That scene is just crushing to me. So yeah. Plus she was like Katniss's little sister. She was just that was rough, because it was kind of like Katniss went into the games to avoid her younger sister going into the games, and then ends up having a character that is just like her little sister and not being able to save her. Like that's crushing. That's so crushing. Next up we have Seneca Crane, and Seneca Crane can go into the games. Be gone with you. President Snow, I feel like he also should just go into the games, get a taste of his own medicine. I know the prequel coming out is about President Snow, and I read the synopsis, and it seems like it could be interesting because in the new prequel coming out, he is actually a mentor to tributes going into the games, and I feel like it's going to be a dual perspective of the person in the games as well as his perspective of him being on the outside trying to help his tribute in the game. But yeah, I think that book could be interesting, but for the sake of the existing Hunger Games books, President Snow, you deserve to go into the games, so that's where you're gonna go. Thresh, I feel like we didn't get to know very much about Thresh. In the books, we got to know a lot about, well, even in the books you didn't get to know that much, but you got to know more about Thresh in the books. But in the movie, he was barely there. Which would probably be a tactic I would do, to be honest. If I was put in the games, I would just piece the hell out of there and go find a spot and just hide the whole time. That's what I would do. So, he's still admirable though. When Thresh does show up, he does help out Katniss. And he's an admirable person, so he's gonna go in the cool. Then we have Glimmer. She doesn't really get to do very much, as we see. Feel bad for her because like she died pretty horribly, but I mean she also volunteered to be there, which is kind of like psychotic if you think about it. Who would volunteer to go into one of these games? Like, what are you doing? I'm just gonna put her as irrelevant. Then we have Clove, and Clove was pretty cool because like I gotta give her props. Like, I know she also volunteered to go into the games, but like she had mad knife throwing skills, and I'm giving her props for that because that was badass. Also, she almost got Katniss, so like she's got skills. I'll give her that. We're gonna put her as okay because like she's got abilities that she can work on, but I mean she didn't last long either. So, ooh, and then we got our last one, and that's Haymitch. Haymitch is a character that you love to hate because you want him to be more useful, but then him not being useful is also kind of like his charm. And he is kind of useful, just not in the way you would expect. We're gonna put Haymitch as cool because that's where he sits. He sits right in the middle, but he's got that cool edge to him. And yeah, that's it. That's my tier ranking for the Hunger Games characters. I'm really excited for this prequel novel to come out, and I'm going to be, I don't know how I'm gonna get it because everything is like kind of chaotic right now. So even if I pre-order it, I don't know when I will receive it, but I am so excited to just dive back into this world. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. If you guys want to see me do a tier ranking of Harry Potter characters, because I saw there was another one for that, let me know and I'll put together another video for all the Harry Potter characters. I hope you liked this video. This was my first time doing a tier ranking, so it may not have been the best, but I decided to try it because I wanted to add something new to my booktube channel. Yeah, and like I said, comment down below what your thoughts are on it. Anyways, you guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I post videos every Monday and Thursday. Until next time, keep on reading.